Welcome, grade 9. We are still looking at factorization. Here's one example. Factorize that expression there. We are using the method of taking outside the highest common factor. So we take out the highest common factor. In this example though, b minus 1 and 1 minus b are not the same thing. These are not equal. And so what we need to do is think especially about the second term here. It would be nice for this to look like the other. So how can we change that and make it b minus 1 as well? We can do that, provided we also change that sign there. So we need to put a minus instead of a plus, and then 1 minus b can be swapped around, and we get b minus 1. So in this example, this is a multiplied by b minus 1 plus c multiplied by 1 minus b. Right, so I prefer to leave the first one as it is and change the second one. I need that to be b minus 1 as well. But for that to change to b minus 1, the positive sign that I'm looking at there should change to a negative. Then that can change to b minus 1. If I distribute the negative sign inside, I'll go back and get 1 minus b. Right, now clearly b minus 1 is common, see that? So b minus 1 is common. If b minus 1 is common, it's like we've taken b minus 1 outside. So like this has been taken outside. And so what do you remain with? You then remain with a from the first term, and you remain with negative c in the second one. And so that becomes the answer there. Right, let's look at this example. Again, it will be better for us to change this and write it as y minus 7. But if we write that as y minus 7, we will need to then come and change that sign to a negative sign. So remember, if you change the sign, then you can swap the terms inside. So this is x into y minus 7 plus 2 into 7 minus y. Right, I keep the first one as it is. Then I change the positive sign to a negative. And because I've changed the plus into a minus, I can swap the 7 with the y so that that becomes y minus 7. Now clearly y minus 7 is a common factor. And if y minus 7 is a common factor, remember y minus 7 is now a common factor, it's outside now. So what remains inside there? You remain with x minus 2. And that's your answer there. Right, what about this example here? Again, for this one, we need to change this. Swap that around so that it's 2x minus 3y. But if we do that, then that sign there, right, that sign there should be changed to a plus. So remember, if you change the sign, you can swap the terms inside. This only applies if there is a negative, if we are subtracting the terms, because subtraction of numbers is not commutative. Okay. Right, so in this example, we need to change that negative sign to a positive, and then the terms inside the bracket can swap positions. So this is now 2x minus 3y. And so now 2x minus 3y is common. And what do we have inside there? 2x minus 3y is common. It's outside now. So we remain inside the bracket with 3x plus 2y. Okay. One more example. Right, we will change b minus a and make it a minus b. But if we make that a minus b, we need to change that negative sign to a plus, so that our statement now looks like this. So this is now a plus. And now we can swap these two around. Right. A minus b is common. So if a minus b is common, It means a minus b is outside now. What is remaining there? We get x from the first part and we get a plus y from the second part.